faceoff circle a little bit. Clean win there. So clean that it fools his teammate, and the U.S. will have to reset. Swanson sends that thing up, flared out by Johnson on a one-time pass. I kind of like the idea. U.S. resets again. Snapped up. Bear couldn't handle it. Good ball from Lee, though. Little exchange of possession here back and forth. Tries to tip that up and does. Bear still can't handle a pass, but now Lee has it, and he just sends it low and wants a change. Bear will hustle down to put some pressure. Longchamp's out there, wandering forward as the Canadians come to try to flip that out. Jaunty stretches up. Jaunty's already got a goal on his broom. He sends it over to Max Longchamp, who tries to find Blake Hansen on the far side. Hansen takes over. Hansen scampers up the wall. Dufresne defends him. This is Longchamp facing some pressure. Longchamp using his tall, rangy body to control it. Still has it, still facing pressure. That's a turnover. Here comes Keeley the other direction. Dufresne has it. Jeremiah Weideman has drifted up towards a forward spot, trying to see if he can free himself out against Longchamp. I think he likes the mismatch, or feels it is one. That ball's tipped up. Houchin's going to be there. Houchin tries to keep possession for the Americans in the zone. Can't do it, but Jacobs touches it back to Jaunty. Jaunty sends that across. This is Petey. Petey, nice little pass to Hansen, and Hansen will just chip that and get a change. Joe Keeley down behind the net. 15-20 remaining in the game. Canada looking to manufacture their first goal of the evening. Sikic. Nice pass in the middle to Broughton. Broughton gains the zone, wanders, sends the ball low, but to no one, so Canada takes over. Zach Keeley touches that back. Hoffala has it. Token pressure from Broughton. Walby a little lost on his defensive assignment. Batted nicely. Here's Walby in some space. Walby's got Bear. Can they get it to him? There's the chip to Bear. Bear is on sides. He's walking in. It's a 3-on-1. Jaunty's crashing back door. Bear fumbles the ball. Can't find it. Goalie comes out aggressively to play. And he's got Eccles on a drive. Eccles with a one-timer. Jaunty tries to find it and can't quite get a hold of it. A little scramble in front. U.S. had a real opportunity there. Bear couldn't quite keep control of the ball to send a crisp pass across. Here's Jaunty. Sends it low to Courtright. Courtright to Eccles. Eccles just got married a couple weeks ago. He's a newlywed. Jager to Jaunty. To Bear. He sends it in to Kyle Johnson. Kyle wasn't quite primed for the one-timer. Ponsack takes over. Sends it to Weideman. Weideman touches that up. Boucher just bats it forward. Tony Sikic will be the first one there. And he tries to send that to Courtright and does. Manages to sneak that past. Weideman. That ball sent to the far wall. Longchamp can't quite get there. Taken over by the Canadians. The idea was right by Courtright. Tough angle though. Canada takes over. 13-10 remaining in the game. It's 1-0, and that ball is, that's like a 2-run home run in most stadiums. Ball's thrown back into play. The ball doesn't feel like it's really juiced out there, so we've seen a couple flare up. Might be fatigued, it might just be a goofy bounce, just randomness involved that the ball's flying a couple of times that high. That ball's tipped in front. Problems with the goaltender off the post. Weideman clears it. That could go for icing. They're hustling after it, and that will be whistled for icing. All the players working hard. 12:34 1-0, goal 6-18 in the first half. Jonathan Jaunty, little shimmy at center ice, managed to drive a backhand hard that beat White Brown for a goal. Crowd is filled in pretty nicely here for the Friday primetime games. We had a heck of a rendition of the national anthems by John DeCosmaker. And this is Keeley. Ben Keeley tries to touch it around and control and manages to do it. Blake Hansen's down on a knee to try to defend Joe Keeley. Touched to Joe. Try is on him now. There's the saucer pass on the drive. Batted nicely aside by Lee, who touches that to Longchamp. Longchamp just trying to spin and clear. Manages to get it out of the zone. Longchamp wants a change, but he can't do it. Now the Canada team takes over again. Here's Keeley. Keeley with a drive. That's going to come off of Swanson high. Jaunty takes over. 2 U.S. players want to change. Jaunty has Pete Sikic. Sikic just sends a floating pass over to Broughton. Broughton is on sides with Walby crashing the net. Broughton will drive it high and wide the whole way. Can Walby be the first one there? No, he can't. Ben Keeley looking to clear it, manages to do it. That'll go for icing. Pretty good pressure from the U.S. team. Canada content to just launch the ball out a couple times in a row here. Canada really looking for their first opportunity to just grind in the offensive zone. They haven't had much of a chance to do that this game. Lacombe wanders towards the draw circle. He'll face off against Sikic. Won cleanly by the Americans. Houchin with a slapper off of Lacombe's midsection. Walby grinds down to the corner. Centered in front, Broughton with a great chance from Pete Sikic. Broughton with a one-timer. Goalie made the save. Nice play by White Brown. I don't think he saw that ball till the last second. Broughton takes another drive, goes towards the near side. Here's Sikic with a drive. Bounces off the goaltender. Walby tries to come up with the ball, can't quite do it. And this is defended and not quite cleared. Broughton's back, he just keeps it low in the zone and allows the American defense to reset. Nice play there. Chipped in. Broughton wants to change, Walby wants to change, and so does Sikic. Can they catch the Americans in the change? No, they can't. And there's a turnover. Nice job by Bear. Bear will drive it. That's the first time this tournament he's had a chance to unload. Here's Eccles. Tries to force that into Johnson, doesn't quite work, but they maintain possession. Here's Eccles on the wall. Eccles tries a real risky pass to Jaunty. Would have been great if it worked, but that's tough sledding here. Everybody's so skilled. Here's Jaunty. Jaunty to Houchin. Houchin slows things down a little bit. Eccles was on a run, and there's the pass. Can Eccles beat Weideman to the ball? No, Weideman controls. Under 10 to play. And we have an interference penalty on Kyle Johnson, preventing the free run of the Canadian player. Weideman was set up to send the long ball there, and Johnson bodied him out of position a little too much. And now Canada will go on the power play. This is exactly what Canada needs to try to claw themselves back into this game. Under 10, they will have a 2-minute power play. Johnson for interference. Sikic versus Keeley. Won by the Canadians, and the Canadian special teams will join the fray here. Keeley wanders this around to Weideman, back to Keeley. Family affair out here. It's Weidemans and Keeleys everywhere you look. That's blocked by Blake Hansen, sent in front, tipped up, batted aside by Courtright, and they're going to get Courtright on a high broom, and it'll be 5-on-3 for a minute and a half. The Americans are undone by a casual high broom. It was close. Courtright, of course, doesn't buy it. And at 6'3", he's thinking, was it high? But Too hard for me to call. I can't tell from this angle whether it was or wasn't, but the ref was right on it, so we have to assume that the call is okay. So for 1:31, the Americans have to huddle in at 5v3. It's Pete Sikic, Tony Sikic, and Ty Houchin running a triangle. Can Sikic win a draw here? That is won by Joe Keeley, kind of. Now it is cleanly. And here the Canadians can really set up and apply some pressure. It's 5-on-3. It's tough for the Americans to do much to cover anything. They set up a little triangle zone and just try to eat clock. There's a slapper, bounced out in front. Not cleaned up yet, ball's still loose, still free, and goes to the wall, no goal. Insane from the Americans. Keeley looking to drive it, does so, blocked by Houchin and cleared by Sikic. 58 remaining in the 5v3, White Brown out to play the ball. Give him the free access to the zone and let him set up. Tony, Pete, and Houchin. 43 remaining in the 5v3. That's centered in. Swanson manages to get a knee on that, and Houchin clears it to the wall. Here's Keeley. There's a one-timer. Bouncing ball up over the top of the net. Weideman takes over here. Joe Keeley back to Weideman. Jeremiah blocked aside by Houchin. Houchin into the sidewall. Sikic tried to drive it all the way around. It's not out. Keeley takes over. This is Zach. This is Ben Keeley. Ben Keeley waiting to shovel it in. Can't do it. Sikic again tries to clear. Ball out to the wall. 8 seconds. 7, 6, and 5. Can they kill the 5-on-3? Here it is. Really good chance. Back door doesn't go. Swanson tried to hold the ball. Ball ricocheting around. Touched up and out. Still not out. They're into a 5-on-4 now. 20 seconds remaining. Can the U.S. hang on? And there's a whistle. 17 seconds left in the power play. The U.S. survives a 5-on-3. The crowd shows their appreciation. 7:38 remaining in an absolutely insane broomball game. Courtwright still in the box for an additional 17 seconds. The hard work of the Americans isn't done yet. Canada has had chances on the doorstep. They had a brilliant backdoor chance that didn't quite go. And Swanson up to the task so far. That's one by the Canadians, and they'll control the zone. Sent in, chipped away. Eccles will be the first one to that ball, though. That's actually held low by the Canadians. Hansen cuts it off. He just wants to flip it out and does. And he's got Jonty on a run. And now we have a tripping penalty on the Canadians, and the U.S. will go on the power play. What is happening in this broomball game? Oh my gosh, I'm aging. Okay, so number 47 serves his second penalty of the game, and the Americans will have a chance to show off their power play. They weren't able to manufacture much in the first one. See what they can do now. 2 minutes for interference. Could have been called a trip, I guess. But the special teams are a big part of Game 2 here at the Super Series. Weideman pursued by Bear. Bear pestering. Tries to come up with it and does. Chips that around. Walby sends it back to Bear. Bear still fighting it behind. Walby digging hard. Trying to get that ball up, but not out. Sikic takes over, and the U.S. will get a chance to set up their power play. This is Broughton to Sikic. To Broughton. To Sikic. To Charlie with a drive off the frame. Good look there from Bear. Weideman steps around, stumbling play, but manages to control and send it high, but not out. Broughton manages to control. Broughton to Pete Sikic. Pete Sikic to Jacob Broughton. To Pete Sikic. Skip pass to his brother Tony. Tony, this is Bear again, doesn't quite get it. Would like a second look at that. They're leaving Bear open for that shot right now. If he can hit that thing, it is there. Sikic, Broughton. Broughton with a drive, bouncing ball, touched in. No goal, an amazing save by White Brown on a one-time play by Bear. He had it on the doorstep, hit it out of the air. It looks like the net is off, and we will reset some play here. 48 in the power play. Bouncing through off the goaltender. Bear has a one-timer at about chest level, swats it on. White Brown over there like it was nothing to make the save. Wow. 48 in the penalty. American personnel stay the same. Almost all the Americans change. Jeremiah Weideman remains on the ice. This is Tony. This is Jacob Broughton. Touch pass to Sikic. Sikic is the one-time slapper. That goes off of Weideman and out for a face-off low here in the zone. 40 seconds. Under 6 remaining in the game. One by the Americans to Tony. Here's Pete Sikic. He'll slide around and run the point for a little while. Here's Broughton. Broughton to Tony. Tony to Jacob. Jacob faking, driving, high and wide, up into the netting, and that'll be a face-off outside the zone. Broughton looks at the clock to see how much time remains in the penalty. Looks like Bear came off and Courtright is on for the final portion of the power play here. Won by the Canadians and sent low. 20 seconds remaining in the man advantage here. This is Broughton wandering, tries to send a ball in, and that could be a turnover. Ponsack on a hard pressure of Sikic, but Sikic gets it to Swanson, and that'll pretty much kill off the penalty here. Better power play from the Americans. They had some chances, but it doesn't deliver a goal. And so their line will come out with Longchamp, sending the ball deep, and a little pressure from Hansen on Weideman. That's tipped up. Canada will control. Keeley. Ben Keeley pursued by Hansen. He sends that back. This is Hoffala. Jaunty trying to pick his pocket. Doesn't quite work. And here's Simon to the sidewall. Simon just trying to tip that thing up and out. Had a little help from Hansen, but it doesn't leave the zone. Here's Longchamp. First it falls to Swanson and actually Houchin. Off of the referee, and Longchamp's able to walk forward. He'll send it up the sidewall, and here's Hansen in some space. Can he be the first one there? He can. 3v2, tries to send across. Nice play. There it is to the back door, and it's off the goal, and it's no goal. The net was off before the shot occurred. They blow the net off to save the goal on the doorstep. The U.S. with a real sneaky chance that developed out of nowhere. Simon Jacobs nearly had his first international goal. Canada with the savvy defensive play to just blow the goal out once they knew they were beat on the play. It's little things that make a big difference in these games, and those sorts of plays that keep you in it, that allow for a face-off in the zone and not a goal are everything. It's so huge. Eccles and Keeley in the draw. Ball falls Canada's way, and here's Weideman logging just a ton of minutes. What a pass. Jaunty will pursue. That's played nicely by Eccles on a back check. Eccles will wander behind his net. He'll send the ball around. This is Bear. Bear fighting Weideman. Chips it up. This is Jaunty in some space. Jaunty just wants to clear and does. Now he's in a run. Jaunty working hard to put pressure on the Canadians every chance he gets. Just relentless. Here's Eccles to Jaunty. Jaunty can light it up. Sends it to Eccles. Eccles wanders back. Tries to turn and does. Nice play by Eccles there to control that pass to Frayne. That's an underrated play. That's just flared up by Johnson, and Weideman will clear it, but it's kept in by Courtright. Courtright rubbed off the ball, but he's too strong. Still the Americans take over. Courtright dumps this guy just out of spite. And Keeley takes over. 3:20 remaining in the game. We'll have to watch when White Brown comes, and it's offside. Cody Thiel and Courtright getting into it a little bit there. No harm, no foul. 7 shots per team on goal. The U.S. leading 1-0. Courtright drives this ball low. Ben Keeley takes over. There's 3 minutes remaining in the game. They rip that ball long and wide. Tony will take over. He's got 2 Canadians pinching on him. He'll try to saucer that ball up and doesn't quite get that thing to cooperate. And so we go to a face-off low in the zone. Starting 5 for the U.S. on the ice. Joe Keeley, Zach Keeley, Jeremiah Weideman, Simon Dufresne, all out there for Canada. There's a slapper, nearly beats Corey. There's a bomb, high into the netting. He's so frustrated at himself. Zach Keeley sends that one 25 feet higher than he wanted. A real good chance off that back wall. Weideman with the slapper and came off the back wall, and he had a real look at it, just hit it high. 2:42 remaining in the game. One cleanly can try get that to Walby. Walby just trying to touch that low, and he'll pursue. Keeley's after it. Keeley bats that thing up to Weideman. Weideman's in some space. He sends that flip pass over the top. Zach Lee pursues. They're in a battle down there. This is Colleen with the ball. He tries to get it on frame. Keeley takes over. Zach wanders up the sidewall, touches this back to Weideman. Jeremiah looking to drive it low to a teammate and does. This is Joe Keeley. Pete Sikich trying to flare that out. It doesn't leave the zone. Cody Thiel with the ball. He wanders low. Batted aside but not controlled. It wanders into space. They're barking for a penalty and there's no call. Could have been an interference on Walby. 1:53 remaining. The goalie stays. Hasn't moved. Under 2 to play. Broughton pursues against Weideman, touches it back, and so he nearly turns it over, but Dufresne has the ball. He sends that up, tapped aside, but not away by Longchamp. Now Houchin is able to get it from Dufresne. Seals off, tries to send it up to Jaunty. Jaunty's played very well in game 2, has the only goal. He's there, he dumps a guy, the guy falls. Really begging for a call here. There's a trip, no call, but the ball is out. Goalie is out. 1:20 remaining and Canada has no netminder. Canada with the empty net. They want the flip pass. This is Blake Hansen. They're offsides. Houchin takes over. He'll flip the ball deep. 1:04 remaining in the game. Weideman looking for a teammate. Step down by Houchin. Houchin can end it. He throws it into a goal! Houchin, the captain of the American team, saucers it over the top and scores to put the U.S. up 2-0. Ty Houchin calm as a cucumber. And the U.S. takes a 2-0 lead with 54 seconds remaining in the game. Timeout from Canada in game 2. They'll have 1 minute to talk things over. .4 seconds remaining in the game. U.S. talks some strategy over. How to just be solid defensively for a minute. Canada has the goalie off to start. They're still thinking they can score twice a quick goal here, anything with more than 30 seconds does give you a real chance. So the U.S. has to be snappy and on things here for 1 minute, a hard broom ball. That's one forward. Chipped up and out. Weideman will take over. Weideman sends a long pass to Sikic. He's getting heavy pressure. He turns and drives it up, and it's off of a Canadian. Maintains the play. That's touched in. Nice play there by Hansen. Hansen bats it to the sidewall, and Sikic can clear it. Good bounce in favor of the Americans there off the referee. Sikic has it. He'll throw it, but not out. Tony carries it, 23 seconds, and there's Hansen to send it back. Walby's got to check up on sides and does. And it'll go for icing with 18 seconds remaining. And that will probably salt this game away. Tough to score twice in 18 seconds in a broomball game. I don't think I've ever seen it. So we should go to a game apiece here. Big response from the U.S. after the overtime loss in game one. The U.S. looking like they may shut out Team Canada 2-0 here with 18 seconds to go, but we shall see. Sikic tries to win that. There's a drive, bouncing ball high and hard. Controlled by Canada, flip pass. Courtright just clears that thing out, 10 seconds. That's driven in, nearly a goal. Just wide. Sikic and a guy are getting into it. Things get a little frisky there towards the end, highly charged emotions. Got to be careful not to get going too high and hard here. Corey Swanson calming Tony Sikic down. Courtright getting into it here. 2.9 seconds remaining. .9 seconds remaining in the game. Tony's still not giving it up. They're still having a conversation about it. A lot of jawing back and forth. Blake Hansen will end up in the penalty box, offsetting Miners there. And so they still have one too many players on the ice with 2.9 seconds left. Should be 5-on-4, not a 6-on-4. Too many men. Should be 5-on-4. You got one in the box. So you'd have 4v4. You pull the goalie, you'd be at 5v4. 2.9 seconds left. We can drop the ball and run the clock. Oh, we're also sending Sikic to the box. Not Hansen. Tony Sikic goes to the box, not number 7, Blake Hansen. And again, it's still, by my count, too many men. No, now the Canadians realize, and number 7 will go off here. Cody Thiel wanders off to the bench. 2.9 seconds left. That's batted in on Swanson. That will allow the time to expire, and the U.S. responds. 2-0 victory over Team Canada in Game 2. And we will be back shortly to take on the women's game in round 2 of the North American Super Series. Thanks so much for listening. All right, we are back. Just about ready to start the women's game 2. Just had an absolute barn burner of a game here for the men, in which the U.S. responded after losing in overtime in game 1 to win game 2, 2-0. And the U.S. women take the ice against the Canadians. And we are underway. Gustafson wins that draw, and Bezicki wanders forward. Bezicki charging down. Managed to stay onside. Here comes number 18, Michelle, for the Canadian team. She'll bat the ball low. And we are underway. Gustafson defends, and Canada takes an early shot. Bezicki hits that to the sidewall. Rochelle on it. This is Vandelaar. She touches it to Michelle, and now Rochelle takes over, and Bezicki holds behind the net for a second. Bezicki touches this to Stetch. Stetch wanders forward. They're not covering her, so she might as well take all the space they give her. Pass just slightly behind Ellen, but she stays onside and gathers it, and she'll throw it deep because she wants a change. Americans get a chance to switch personnel. Canada takes over. Taylor Myers to the sidewall. Controlled by Canada. Marquis behind the net. Sends it up to a teammate on the sidewall. Bounced up nicely here. Cousineau. Batted by Taylor Myers. Cheng drives the ball forward. Cheng sends that across. This is Langevin. She's got a nice pass to Cheng. Cheng in front. Batted in front. Held by the goaltender. Really good look from the captain. Nice pass from Carly, and an early chance for the Americans. Have a face-off low. Canada and the U.S. changing a lot of personnel. I always ask for a little bit of grace on some of the pronunciation of the French-Canadian names. I will admit that I'm just a dumb old crow doing my best here, and so if I butcher a name, it's not any point of intention there. It's just the two remaining brain cells I have are not working. This is Morgan. Betker has it. She tries to send it past the middle, but it's picked off nicely by Canada. Cheng will retreat and take over, and she'll wander low. She sends it over to Betker. Betker to Cheng, and Cheng has a lot of space to run. She'll hammer the ball straight down Broadway, bounces favorably to Elena. Elena bats it forward and carries it through traffic. Pinched on, this is Plesha. Plesha was the runaway MVP of game 1. Really gave the Canadians problems. And here she is again. Sends a wrister in. Goalie trying to clear it. Kind of a loose play by the Canadians, but they get away with it, and Cheng takes over. 15:24 remaining here in the first half. Sends the ball to Dawson. Dawson touches, works it back to Cheng. Cheng sends that forward and out, and that's a fine play as the Americans seek to get a change. Dawson and Cheng wander forward, teammates for years on Arctic Blast. Multiple national titles together. Should be pretty comfortable playing broom ball on the ice. Dawson's going to try to bat that ball into the zone. It doesn't work. This is Vandelaar pressing Dawson, and she just sends it back to Megan, who touches it to Cheng. Cheng under some pressure, though, and Gustafson has to come back and assist. Here's Rochelle. She touches it to Cheng. That's saucered up. Dawson's going to have to step back to it. The pass was a little soft. Doesn't work out. Vandelaar has it on the wall. She touches it back. Chipped deep. Canada controls, facing some pressure there. Vandelaar and Rochelle battle each other. Dawson's in there trying to help, and we will have a penalty. Rochelle tangles up, and it's going to go against Ellen. The Americans will go on the PK. The Canadian goaltender is off. And they touch up. And Ellen will have to spend a couple minutes there on either a hooking or an interference, giving Canada the first opportunity to run a power play this game. Play just got a little too physical. Lisa Bennett, coach of the U.S., sends out her PK troops. Taylor will take the draw. Taylor tries to win the draw, doesn't. Canada takes over and is allowed to set up their system. They've got their umbrella and two people low. Really good rip, back door, pounded in, and Canada scores off the back door, bounces off the back wall. Beautiful play. It might have been a set play off the wall or maybe just an errant shot that bounced favorably. Either way, Canada with an early goal, up 1-0, and they're having a chance to answer after a first-round loss. We knew none of these teams would go quietly into the night here. 13:50, time of the goal. I didn't catch who scored the goal, but when I get that information, I'll update the scorer's sheet here. This is taken over by Rochelle. Just spent some time in the penalty box, now drives the ball wide. Cousineau pursued hard by Langevin, chipped up. Here's a pinch by Stetch. Stetch will drive that ball low. Taken over by Carly. She touches that around. Up to Bazicki. Bazicki to Rochelle. That's low to Gustafson. Gustafson, tap pass up the wall. Bazicki will drive it, tipped on. Ball still free, chipped down to the goaltender. Makes a save. Ellen frustrated with herself, but had a good play there. Got the ball up high and hard on the goaltender. U.S. will shift personnel. So will many of the Canadians. Victoria Conway going to face off against Plesha in the draw circle. That's won by Plesha. She controls and just tries to send it in on frame. Doesn't work. Conway with a nice defensive play. Now Morgan with a good D. Keeps the ball in the zone. Nice little chip pass there. And here's Eberhard. Eberhard wanders down the wall. Touches that. This is Bretzman. Bretzman with the big gold gloves. Knocks that low. This is Eberhard. Eberhard down to Plesha. Plesha turns, controls, tries to saucer a pass, doesn't quite have it. Now sends one into the middle, and that's chipped on. Ball's batted, but not loose. Conway comes up with it. She's going to try to clear and does, and the Americans are going to have to scamper back. Heavy pressure from the Canadians. Cheng's got it. She'll back up. She sends a loose pass to Betker, but she controls it. Betker has an easy play to Taylor Myers to reverse the ball and does. This is Myers. Myers forward. She sends a ball up the wall that's turned over. A little shaky from the Americans here. Betker. Morgan touches that back. No one in particular, though. Canada takes over. Again, a little loose from the U.S. This is number 18 for the Canadians. Michelle tends a shot wide, just wide of the post. Here's Plesha. Jamie touches that wide. Can't quite get it out, but manages to corral it. Sends it over to Cheng. Cheng drops it back to Myers. Myers can wander forward and get the ball out of the zone and does. She'll press forward as her teammates change behind her, and it'll go for icing. Face-off down deep in the American zone with Canada already up a goal. Marianne Vandehoevet in the draw circle. Amelie Marquette straight behind her. Stetch. Stetch drives that ball near, tries to find Ostad. That should go for an icing. The ball runs along the line and does eventually creep across. Nice idea, tough pass out of the air to Corral, though. That ball was hit with some pace. We'll reset. 11:04 on the stadium clock here. Canada controls. Cousineau down low. Chipped across. This is Marquette. Marquette with Stetch on her. That's a nice wrist pass. Ellen bats it aside. Rochelle has a nice defensive play there, but it falls back to Marquette. Marquette just wanders up, now touches it down to a teammate. Cousineau off the wall, pressured by Ostad. Ostad tries to seal her off. Ball's just kicked low. Buzicki challenges. Cousineau fighting her off. Ball sent low. Ostad fights for it. Ridden off the ball. Pretty physical play right now. That ball's loose in front. Megan has to poke that ball to Rochelle and does. She tries to send it out. Can't pass the defender, and now she does. She's going to press while her team changes behind her. Buzicki stays to support, and 3 Americans can shift. That ball's tipped on. Michelle down the sidewall. She controls. Vandelar. Vandelar curls to the center and tries to drive it. Fans on the shot. Probably would like a second look at that one. Really good move to cut to the middle. Couldn't quite manufacture the bomb that she had in her mind, though. Believe me, I have been there. Touched up. This is McDonald. McDonald just trying to flip it past the defender and does. Goalie's out to play it. Can Taylor be the first one there? She can. She can wheel. Looking for support. Tries to drift a slow pass into Langevin. It doesn't work. But Langevin's on it and touches it back to Myers. Myers curls down low behind the net. Tries to force it in front. Clear. Cheng will be scampering back to it. Dawson will overlap. Here's Langevin. Langevin now has Dawson in front of her. Dawson pinches. Langevin overlaps and covers the spot. Kicked over to Dawson. Dawson controls. Dawson wanders forward. Dawson on a long pass. Nice pass to Eberhard, and she's in. And she's got Bretzman on the back door. Conway wheels around. Tries to send it to a teammate, but it's pinched off by Eberhard and flared out front, but really to no harm there. 8:15 remaining in this first half. 1-0 Canada on a power play goal almost immediately on their power play. Rochelle took a tripping or an interference penalty, and Canada capitalized right away. Here's Eberhard, another nice pass to gain the zone. This is Plesha. Plesha with a nice walk, and she's in. She's got Bretzman on the back door. Really good hands out of Plesha. Can she drive it? It's in. Goalie makes a save. Right now the Canadians have no answer for Jamie Plesha. She comes in again. Sends it in. That ball's tipped in front. Can it go in? Batted ball. No one can find it. Bretzman screaming for a penalty. Stetch. Bretzman on an aggressive play, and here comes Canada trying to clear. Touched in by Stetch. Stetch is by herself. Now she's got Ellen with her. Tries to walk the world. Here's Ellen. Ellen's got a bomb. She sends it to Stetch. Plesha. Ellen trying to force that ball through. Didn't have it. Touched up. Eberhard's going to have to reset. Walks off the wall. Wait for her teammates. Now she can go. They are on sides. Controlled by Stetch, sent to the sidewall. Here's Eberhard. Eberhard on a pass to Rochelle, who sends it back here. Here's the buzzsaw. Bazicki sends it low. This is Gustafson. Better from the Americans here. This is Betker. Betker sends it to Gustafson. Sent low. This is Ellen Rochelle to Bazicki. Bazicki fumbles the pass but manages to get it to Ellen anyway. Heavy pressure here. Kicked and controlled by the Americans. This is Gustafson. Gustafson finds Betker. Betker wants to drive it and does. There's a saucer pass to the back door. Nobody there to clean it up. Bazicki controls. Canada desperate for a change. There's a ball centered across. McDonald crashing. Just can't quite control it. Really good look from Bazicki. That ball's put out front. Ostad can't finish it. Gustafson down to McDonald. U.S. able to put the stranglehold on here, getting changes at will, while Canada has to suffer a long defensive shift. Here's Gustafson. Gustafson into the center. That might get the clear that the Canadians need. This is Cousineau in some space. Taps it up. Cheng will take over. Cheng tries to turn and go forward and does. Canada not able to change all their personnel on a nice play by Cheng. She wanders forward. Can she get the rip off? She does. It's a shot. Batted in front. Myers nearly has a tip. That ball sent in front. McDonald can't finish. Marquette just seeks to clear, and that ball will come all the way down and go for icing. 5:05 remaining. Much better from the U.S. here, trying to claw their way back into a game. Here come the Canadians in a counterattack. Vandelar touches the ball to herself. Nice little play there to keep away from the pressure. Now she's battling Langevin. Touched back and controlled. Marquette sends it low. Stetch will take over. Stetch will wander forward. So much speed out of Stetch. She bats that ball forward. Bretzman couldn't handle the pass. The ball falls to Bazicki. Bazicki chips it to Stetch. Stetch tries to wheel, can't quite control it, and that ball's touched on. Trying to find Vandelar in the middle, but the pass was wild. Stetch will take over. 4:20 remaining in the first half. Shots favor the United States 5-2 according to the stadium scoreboard, but the one that counts is the one the Canadians have so far, which is the first goal of the game. This is McDonald trying to work her defender, walks to the middle, tries to control, does manage to gain the zone, and it's chipped down. Myers is taken down. Could be and should be a penalty. Looks like we do have a call coming, and the Americans are going to go on a critical power play. 3:56 remaining. Myers gaining the zone, hauled down on the near boards. You might not have been able to see it on the camera, but yeah. Fairly clear call there. 2 minutes for tripping. Number 19, that's Corinne Bolduc taking the tripping penalty. And let's see what the Americans can put out for a power play. It looks like Rochelle, Ostad, Myers, Stetch, and Bazicki. Controlled by the U.S. Canada in a nice disciplined diamond here. Not letting that ball get through anything easy to the center of the ice. Here's Myers. Myers with a wrister, bounced aside. Bazicki will be the first one there. Canada playing this perfectly so far, 1:27 remaining. U.S. looking to manufacture some chances. Quick touch pass here and a one-timer is what you're hoping for. I'd overlap Stetch to the other side so she can get that big lefty bomb going. Stetch now waiting on the back door. That ball's hammered in and it's bouncing around, and Stetch touches it in for her second goal of the tournament. Taylor Myers with a shot, bounced around, and Stetch one times the backdoor shot in with 1:06 in the penalty, 3:01 in the first half, and it's 1-1. Amy Stetch pops in a goal. Assist to Taylor Myers there. And the special teams are the story of the game so far. Both teams have taken a penalty, and both of the other teams have capitalized on that penalty. And that's so often the case. 1-1. Stay out of the box, my coaches always said. Rochelle Lowe sends this over to Betker. Betker with the drive, that's bounced in front. Cheng didn't want to go to the wall there, decides to back up in a 1-1 game. Maybe could have pinched, but there's no need. Catherine Cote with the ball wandering forward. Cheng has it. She tries to walk to the middle, pinched off nicely by the Canadian players. Hard from my angle to tell who's all battling in there, but Ostad comes up with it. This is McDonald. McDonald wandering forward, and they gain the zone. Ostad wants to change behind her, so McDonald will just wander low. She's got Carly cutting to the net, and she saucers it around behind to her. There's a ball forced in front, doesn't get through. Carly to Taylor. Dawson goes on a little journey from her defensive spot, thinking Taylor might get her the ball. Also a teammate of hers on Arctic Blast. Nice look at a one-timer. Good pass from Dawson. Out of the air would be a tough play, but Carly nearly had it. U.S. going to get a change as Canada approaches. That ball's batted in with 1:14, and Canada will hold the zone. Now it's touched up and out, and here's Bretzman with numbers. It's a 4-on-1. It's a 4-on-1. Dawson wiped out in front of the net, and that's going to go for icing. Bretzman tried to take the shot herself, probably had reinforcements crashing, but it's never wrong to take the shot when you're on the doorstep. Certainly can't criticize her for the play, but man, they had the numbers flowing forward. 55 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, I'll take you as far as I can in this game, but at some point I'll have to cede the broadcasting duties to another voice. I appreciate you listening and hope you're enjoying the coverage here at the Super Series. Today's women's game is brought to you by the Minnesota Broomball Program. They are the sponsor, and they are a local organization. Be sure to check them out at mnbroomballprogram.com. Doing all kinds of good work for women and non-binary athletes in the community, really trying to grow the sport among that audience. And if you're interested, certainly find them online any chance you get here. Here's a chance for Bazicki. Tapped in. Here's Plusher with a drive. It's bouncing in front. Nearly goes 15 seconds in the half. U.S. might be able to manufacture one more chance, but no, Canada's going to control. They're just going to try to flip this thing out. Stetch is going to take a wild swing at it. She'll clear it. 5 seconds remaining. It's offsides. U.S. will check up, and that'll take us to the half. 1-1 in a dogfight. Well, we go to the intermission, tied 1-1. U.S. responded nicely on their own power play. Amy Stetch with her second goal of the tournament. Referees checking in with the scoring table here. the Canadian athletes down here and participating. Always grateful to our Canadian brethren and sistren, if we're using that. I think that might be right. I don't know. And Minnesota Broomball Program mentioned them earlier, doing all sorts of good work in Minnesota for the women's game. And really get involved if you have a chance. They're grateful to their support. Well, nice to see some of the folks listening to the broadcast here. Some familiar names. That's great to see. We're back in action here, about 20 seconds to go. There goes the Eagle. Uncle Sam Eagle down there running around, firing up the Americans. What a bunch of nonsense. Here we go. Canada wins the draw, bats the ball back, and they control. Touched aside by Rochelle at the next stoppage of play. Ellen sends it over to Stetch. Stetch touches this to Ellen. Rochelle has it on the wall. Rochelle floats around the net, looking for the wrapper, tries to stuff the goaltender there. Goalie snuffed it out, though. Good play there. Catherine Labay, I'm going to go with for the goaltender's name. Played that very well. Americans and Canadians changed some personnel. Myers into the draw circle. Plesha to her left. McDonald matching up with her defender also on the left-hand side. Stetch will just drive the ball in. That's controlled by Marquette, who wanders away. 17 or so remaining in this one. Canada sends that ball around. Pinched on there. Loose from Canada. And the American pressure can start. McDonald makes a play there. Marquette floats the ball up. Not out, though, and Betker steps. That's sent to the front. Myers pursues. Sent across. Canada gains the zone. They've got a runner. Langevin takes over, and Stetch wants the ball, and it falls to Langevin. She just throws it in front for Stetch. Can she get there? She hits it to the wall. She needs a change. Marquette. Amelie moves it forward, tries to find a teammate. Eberhard makes it difficult, and Cousineau has the ball for the Canadians down the wall. Wheels, controls, facing pressure from Cheng. Still maintains possession. Good ball control there. Really hard play by Cheng, who's just going all out. Eberhard steps forward trying to find Taylor. Can't quite do it. Now Cheng will run. He's got Myers. Myers trying to turn the corner and manages to. She's got Plesha with her. It's a 2-on-1. Myers sends the ball across the bow, just wide. Plesha battles hard, tries to touch it up. Dawson pinches. Tipped up and out. The U.S. will reset and get a change from some personnel. Canada, too, almost a complete line change out of them. Here's Bazicki. Had a really nice tournament thus far. Betker. Bounced off the wall. Eberhard couldn't handle the pass. Vandelar touches that to a teammate. That's driven in hard. Elena Bretzman sends the ball out of the zone on a good play. Hard-nosed broom ball out of Bretzman, but it will go for icing, and that'll do it for me. We're going to hand the reins over to Shannon Obi here to take us the rest of the way. 1-1, enjoy the game.
And welcome to a more exciting opportunity. Okay, I just got told that there are rosters that I need to abide by. I may do a little ad-libbing. I'm going to do my very best. I traditionally am not very good at the other team's names, but 18-30. 18 is, oh, I'm not going to know that name. Michelle. All right. Sorry. All right, Ellen is on the way up the ice. She misses the ball. Opportunity to Amelie. Amelie behind the net to 22, which is Danny. Danny to Ellen behind, down low. Ellen is going to look for a pass to Danny. Danny sees a pass. She gets it. Oh, but the goalie makes a save. Who is the goalie? Let's see. Catherine LeBay. Did I say that right? LeBay. I apologize. I failed French in college. And we have Taylor and 19. Balduc. We have Stetch over to McDonald. McDonald down low to Taylor. Taylor with the ball over to Stetch. Stetch back to Myers. Myers works her way in to Jillian. Jillian back to Myers. Myers is going to look for the pass there. Has an opportunity. Jillian fights on the boards for the ball. Is she going to get it? She gets it. Over to, oh geez, wow. Over to Carly at 19, but she loses the ball to Canada. Canada passes it up to 20, but the U.S. gets it back. 33 takes a shot. Then we got Carly working it down low to McDonald. McDonald looking for a pass. She gets it back to Carly. Carly cuts in. McDonald passes it around to Myers. Myers misses it on the boards, but collects it and looking for the pass. Takes a shot. Woo! Great shot. And Canada clears it. Megan's looking for the freeze. This is fun. A big thank you to the MVP for sponsoring the women's ice. All right, we got Jamie Plesha taking the drop against Canada. Number 5, who is Couture? Lynn? We have Canada working it up the ice at the red line, getting stopped by Amy Stetch. Number 3, oh, Heloise and Amy getting into it at the red line. Maybe we can have some trivia about what MVP is. All right, we have the drop, number 5 versus Madison. Oh, and Bretzman on the boards, working her way up, gets it over to Smalls, or Michelle Ebrand. They have a fight on the boards, but Elena gets it, passes it back down to number 2 to Morgs, 23. Smalls with the ball, pass to the center, but Canada gets it over to Heloise. They clear the ball, but Megan recovers it, gets it to Morgan. Morgan centers it to Michelle. They lose the zone, gets it over to Julie. Madison works it up, tries to get through 2 Canadians. And Madison tries to flip it in. Bretzman on the back door, and they aren't able to get through. We have Amelie down low with Bretzman. Morgan gets it, tries to get in there. Morgan works it down low to Michelle. Michelle going down. Number 12 just takes her out. Marianne, I don't know how to say that, sorry. All right, we got number 30 on Canada working her way down, MJ. But the U.S. stuffs her, gets it over to Michelle, who gets the zone. Over to Ellie, oh, but they get in her way. 18, Michelle. All right. U.S. Sorry, I'm going to reset there. Number 4 is Luann. Has the ball behind the net. She's going to take her time, looking for a smart pass. She's still looking, but U.S. is giving her, or Ellen was giving her a little pressure. She seems to have all the time in the world now. 34 is Alex Wilson. She just works it to 18. 18, U.S. Sheila gets it. And she fights for the ball, gets it over to Danny. Danny gets it. Is looking for... Someone lost their stick. Oh, wow! Oh, my God. What an exciting shot on goal by... Is that Jean? No. Madison. Ha! I knew I'd find her name. All right, we have number 5 and 17 on the drop. Lynn and Taylor. All right, Taylor wins the draw over to Sheila. Amy takes a shot. Great shot. Not quite on goal, but it was strong. Good connection. Amelie with the ball behind the net. She starts running it up, passes it back to her other defender. Defender over to 43, who misses it. And Amy's able to get it, but Canada gets it back. We have number 5 who passes it over, doesn't quite get the zone. Now they get the zone. Number 3 dumps it low into the corner. We have Amy down there. Oh, Taylor's calling for it, but Amy takes her time and guesses it over to Julie instead. Julie up the boards to, oh, wow, to Carly, and Carly is on a breakaway with Taylor there as well, 2-on-1, almost a goal. All right, and 3 gets control of the ball over down low. Oh, but loses it to U.S. Nice tip by Canada. Canada then gets it out of the zone. We got Julie collecting the ball, but she fumbles it. Taylor recovers it. Oh, got a little bit of a lost ball over there. 3 takes a nice pass to the center to get that goal, but then U.S. gets it back. We have Amy with the ball, taking her time. She passes it up to, I think that's Smalls. It is, yep, Michelle. Elena gets a little bit of a board situation going on. Number 4, Luann. Oh, and Elena gets it back up to Smalls. Great clear. Canada gets the ball. Ooh, robbed by Madison. Oh, but Madison loses it. All right, it's in the U.S. zone. Sheila gets it to Madison. Madison clears it. Canada's going to have to come back. Number 19 over to 30. 30 works her way down and in. We got a yard sale of a stick there. Morgie Morgs passes it over the line, flips it in, gets the zone. Ellen is on her tear to get to that ball first. The thing about Ellen is she has very long legs, so she might not look like she's moving fast, but she is indeed. Number 30 in Canada with the ball. Hammers it to the center, but Ellen's there and stops it. But Canada gets it. All right, we got Sheila with the ball. Looks like she's going to take it up the middle, but passes it over to Shalana. Shalana hammers it over to Ellen. Ellen takes a slap shot and denied by Canada. 22, Danny behind the net. She's going to work her way south, north, whatever, over to Sheila. Sheila to Shalana. Shalana to Sheila. The SHs. The shushes. Nice pass by Shalana over to Ellen. Ellen has 2 on her. Passes it down to Danny. Danny to Ellen. Ellen to Danny. Danny to Ellen. Let's see. Can they make it an Ellen to Danny again? Ellen to Danny. Love this. Let's try someone new. Oh, Danny to Ellen. Ellen passed to Danny. Oh, over to Shalana. Shalana, number 9, gets the ball, takes a shot in. Shalana, ooh, wow, great shot by Madison. Madison is a new player on the Ducks this year, I believe, which is exciting. She has a lot of talent. We also have Shalana, who was out with an injury for quite a while, and she's finally back. She's been back for like maybe 2 weeks, so we are very lucky to have her. And we have Taylor taking the draw against, I can never see their numbers, I'm sorry. Number 3. Oh, 5. Number 5 in Canada. Canada wins that forward. Amy, though, protects the zone. Jillian knocks it down to Taylor, down low. 22 in Canada, though, gets it. But Jillian's right there. They fight on the boards for it. Amelie behind the net. Over to 22, who is Couture. To Amelie. Amelie back to Couture. Couture up the boards. Great pass by Couture. Oh, and she isn't able to get through, number 5. Stetch is looking for some help on the board. She has 2 on, and it's called. Did anyone know that the Minnesota Broomball program supports women and non-binary players who are and look to grow the sport of broomball? It's a great organization. Everyone should check it out at mnbroomball.org. And we got Taylor and I can't see that number. 12? 12. Marianne on the drop. Marianne wins it over to Canada 33. 12 gets it in, but Julie's right there to collect it. Julie goes low. Oh, but Canada stops it. We go over to 39. 39 whips it around the back to 30. We got Amy right on her, though, giving her trouble. 18. Oh, Julie looks like she was giving her a piggyback ride there. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wow. How is that not great shot on goal. Great shot. And we have Amy working her way through. She gets Elaine. Not to be confused with Elaine, the name. And we have Madison down there. It looks like it was an icing, maybe? I'm not entirely sure what that call was because it looks like they were there, but offsides. It was offsides. Was it? Really? Lenny's saying it offside, so we'll see. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba die, da ba dee da ba die. I wish I could hear myself. All right, we got Madison taking the drop against I think it's probably 19, who is Corinne. And we have a little bit of a Stripes delegation in the center, we're going to call it. It's a great opportunity to talk about MVP and how amazing they are for the sport of broomball. They donated $700 to cover the women's ice in support of women's broomball. We got 19, so we have Corinne versus Madison there. Over to Morgan. Morgan gets the ball, but loses it to Canada. Canada, okay, sorry. U.S. gets it over the line. Madison, she dangles around Canada, but then they get in her way, so she's not able to get there. Morgan's down low with them. We have Amelie, who just works it around her. We have 34, gets the ball over to 25. 25 down low to 34. 34 has a lot of time here, and she's going to pass it over to 9. 9 to 4. I'm kind of, where's the goalie? Do they pull the goalie for a reason?
Yeah, there's a delayed penalty.
Oh, sorry, there's a delayed penalty. No clue what it is. Yep, it's happening. All right, so 19. If anyone knows what happened and saw it on the feed, that would be super helpful. 18. Okay, Can't have two people, guys. Sorry, 18 over to 30. 30 to 39. Oh, Madison gets it, and the penalty is called. Madison, that was her penalty. 16. We will see what that call was. It'd be interesting to be able to go back and look at it. But she's not happy. Let's just say that. Not happy. All right, we got 12. Marianne against Taylor. This is a power play Canada. Taylor clears it to Julie. Julie is going to, Canada's putting the pressure on. They do not have time to just sit around right there. Ellen, gets it in front, and they clear it. Nice job, Taylor, clearing it over to Canada, but the goalie is not going to give them any time. She's going to work it up to 22. 22 passes it across ice to 39 to 12 to 22. 22 into her zone, but Julie is there. Taylor gets it past her. Wow, of 17 working her way down, but Canada gets it back. It's a little bit of a risky move, a very aggressive penalty kill for U.S., which is great. I love a good penalty kill. All right, 32. Wow, we got a screamer on the ice. All right, 18 has the ball. He's controlling it nicely for Canada. Back to 22 over to 30. Who fumbles it? That was a missed opportunity by Taylor there, but smart play. 22 over to 35 who takes a rip, or 39 who takes a rip. 18 is there to recover it behind the net. Over to 30 who takes a shot high into the nets. We have a stoppage in play. We have 2 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock. We have a penalty for number 16 for the U.S. With 41 seconds left in that. And so Canada is on a power play. All right, and Taylor's taking the drop. Is it 17s versus, 19 versus 17. So Corinne versus Taylor, or Bulldog versus Myers. All right, Canada wins that. Back to 4. 4 over to 19. 19 back to 4. They seem to fumble it a little bit, but gain control again. So number 5 passes it over to number 9. Number 9 starts working it up, passes it back to 19. 19 over to 3, gains the zone, but they respond. U.S. is clearing it out. We have another. No, sorry. Thought they were going to call another penalty there. Amelie over the 2, 3. 3 clears it out to Amelie, but Amy responds, gets it out. Taylor helps her out. We got an icing. All right, we have Madison taking the drop at center. And let's see, number 12, who is Marianne, taking the drop. Canada wins it, but Morgan gets it. Morgan works it behind. Gets taken out a little bit there, or trips, I'm not sure. But Madison gets it. Canada now has control, number 30 over to 18. 18. Oh, wow. Sheila almost gets it from her. 18 centers it, but no one was there to get it, or we were in their way. And number 12 gets it and works it low to, is that 39? 39 with the ball. It's really hard to see the numbers. 30. Oh, fun. MJ. All right, and we have our very own Carly Levent. You know, I never knew how to say her name. Carly. Canada works it in, but then U.S. gets it. Takes a shot. Megan, great save. Over on the side, Carly gets the ball and is now fighting on the boards with 5. Over to 30 in Canada. Canada now has it. They're just going around the back. Takes a shot. Wow, great angle. Ooh, and Canada does not mess up very often, but that was missed opportunity to keep it in the zone. All right, we have Carly who just got in her way. We have 12 seconds left. 10, 6, 3, 2, 1. And we've got an overtime, folks. Very exciting. This is the women's first overtime. Every other division has had one so far. It's going to be exciting. Good stuff. So we're going to have 5 minutes, 3-on-3 with a goalie, right? Now, does that change? I have Luke Snell here next to me. Does that change for the next half? Or, oh, there's no, they're all round robin. Never mind. We can ignore that I said that.
They go 4v4, no goalie, overtime. Second overtime.
You know, I'm going to take this opportunity to, let's see, read a little something about a great organization. The 2025 North American Super Series is sponsored in part by the Minnesota Broomball Program, a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting women and non-binary athletes in learning, growing, and sharing their passion for broomball throughout the year. MVP is committed to creating an inclusive environment that allows athletes to improve their skills at any level. We've been having a series of clinics throughout the year that are free or at low cost to all players. And yeah, it's been a really fun experience to get to know so many new players and try and really harness the love for broomball. It's just super fun. All right, so again, it's going to be 3-on-3 with the goalie. We have Megan in goal. We have Ellen, Taylor, and Madison. No, Amy Setch. So sorry. For Canada, we have our goalie, who is Catherine. We have 18, Corinne, 9, Amelie, and it's hard to see her number, 19, Corinne. There's 2 Corinnes? No.
19, 18, and 9.
19, 18, I'm sorry, Corinne, Michelle, and Amelie. All right, Canada wins it. Amelie takes it behind the net. Possession is so important in OT, so. Ooh, but Amy denies Canada, but unfortunately, actually, not unfortunately, sorry, I was Canada saves it. Great save. All right, we have 19 taking the drop against 32. Ellen with the ball. Over to Amy. Amy with looking for the pass. The other U.S. players trying to get open. Over to Ellen. Ellen sees an opportunity, but unfortunately, 19 from Canada gets in the way. They clear the zone, 19 to 18. 18. Oh, wow. But Amy gets the ball from her. Amelie into Taylor's feet. Taylor gets it to Ellen. Ellen back to Amy. So a nice, safe opportunity. Amy up the ice to Taylor. Gets a sub. Ooh, wow, nice job. Taylor sees that opportunity from, what is this? Sorry. for Madison. Oh, wow, if only someone had been there. All right, Sheila was down low at the ball. Oh, but trips on her own feet. 18 now is working on the boards, gets the ball from her. Kind of takes her time over to 39. 39, oh, but Sheila's there. Sheila gets the ball. Nope, and 39 gets it back. 39 to 12, but Taylor gets in her way. Taylor is going to take a shot here. Great shot on goal, but great save by the goalie. Catherine. Oh, we have 30 who is going against Carly on the boards, but 30 gets victorious on the boards, passes it over to who she thought was going to be there, but wasn't there, but she clucks it herself. She starts working her way down, but gets on the boards with Carly and does not get the ball back. So Carly has the ball now. Oh, but passes it to Julie, and unfortunately they lose it. We have 22 from Canada, Michelle Couture with the ball. Looking for a safe pass. 3 and 5 kind of roaming around trying to get open. We got 22 there. McDonald's is on her tight. We have, she passes it over down low to 3. We have Julie on her. And Julie gets a nice poke on that and gets control of the ball. Passes it over to Danny, 22. Over to Jillian. Jillian looking for, oh, she was looking for a pass, but then takes it over the line herself. 33 with the ball, gets it over to Danny. They're waiting for the sub change. Over to Shalana. Shalana working her way in. You'd never know she had a hamstring injury very recently. But over down low to Jillian. Jillian looking for a good opportunity. We got Danny kind of creating havoc in the middle. Or not in the middle, on the sides. Now she's in the middle creating havoc. Ooh, I think the Canadian's trying to give her a hug. Danny gets the ball on the boards. Danny's looking for a pass. Jillian's going to get a sub. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. She heard her say, I need one. And we have, let's see. Oh, 1 minute left. Danny over to Sheila. Sheila has done a great run in. Shoots it into her legs. But Danny recovers it, gets the ball over to the side, back over to Sheila in the center. Sheila looking for a pass down low to 34. Madison. Madison working it in. Oh, great pass. If only someone was there. Carly trying to catch up. But Sheila's there to pick up the 34. 34 to 30. Carly trying to get in her way, but not successful. We have 30. Take a shot. It was a great last-ditch effort there. But 43 gets the ball. 43 has Jillian on her back and wasn't able to, oh man, I was not paying attention, I'm sorry. So yeah, halftime is overtime. Period 3 has concluded. So double overtime is about to start. 4-on-4, no goalies. Sudden death. Man, this is fun. What?
To our sponsors a little bit of
Sure.
We got a minute and a half.
many people do we have watching tonight?
We got 73 online. It looks
Wow.
like across 2 different platforms.
73 people at home.
The game's from
Where is everyone from? Can you respond in the chat? Let's get some engagement. We also have about probably 100 people in the stands. It's really solid showing. And we also have some Swedish fish at the table. Hey, Ted Osterbauer from Minnesota. Welcome, Ted. Shout out to Ted. Ted is the husband of KO, who is one of the coaches. Oh, we got Jack from New Hope. Whoop, whoop. We are in New Hope right now. Oh, we got someone, financial success from Egan. Love this. All right, we are back. I'll read the rest of where everyone's from. Oh, from Quebec. Woo! Awesome. All right, so we have Taylor versus 12. We win it forward, but then Canada gets it. Amelie over 2-3. 3 gets it. Oh, she takes she like struggled getting it over the line, and Canada was expecting her to get it through, so they are offsides. All right. So we got Marianne versus Taylor. Canada wins it back. Amelie has it, and she is going to play it safe and go backwards, but Taylor's on her, so don't go too far. Over to 12. 12 back over to Amelie, but they find a person up there, number 3, who punches it through, but Amy gets it. Amy, great, almost pass, almost goal. Oh my gosh, Taylor takes another shot. Someone just needs to be there in front of the net for the U.S., and then all these opportunities would be going in. But Canada gets it back. Amelie behind the net. Over to 12. Yep, 12. 12 back to Amelie. 12 gets a sub. Oh my gosh. Taylor with the ball. Oh, she loses it. Oh my gosh. Amy now collects the ball, number 32. Over to Sheila. Sheila back to Amy. Amy thought was going to hit Taylor there, but Taylor was calling for the ball. Amy takes the shot. 18 blocks it. Taylor almost recovers it and gets it in, but misses it. All right. Looking for the pass, gets it to Ellen. Ellen to Amy. Amy back to Ellen. Ellen back to Amy. Amy to Ellen. All right, you get the picture. All right, Ellen crosses. Oh, but we still keep that going. All right, we got Taylor in the mix now. Taylor down low to Chang. We got Sheila looking for an opportunity. Down low. Over to Ellen. Ellen, oh, good. Over up to Amy. Ellen has a really good wrister, so I kind of wish she had shot that, but they're playing a little pass. Back and forth. Remember, there's no time on this. They have all the time in the world if they can hold on to it. We could be here all night. Sheila back to Amy. Amy kicks it over to Ellen. Takes a great shot. Nice feed by Ellen to Amy. Amy's with the shot. Taylor gets the ball back after a stint with Canada. 19 now down low, but Ellen's there with her elbows. We got Taylor with the ball to Chang. Chang to Taylor. Oh, she looks for the pass in the center by Chang. Oh, wow. Great shot by Amy. Ellen over to Taylor. Taylor tries to finesse it in, but Canada gets in the way. Oh, 18 in Canada. She is all alone. All she has to do is get it in. Oh, but Amy gets it. That was exciting. Something is happening in the corner. Amy had the ball. There was some sort of I don't know, Ellen and 18 collapsed. What is 18's name? I'm so sorry. Michelle Derapitigny? Did I say that right? Oh, thanks, Brad. So nice. All right, who else do we got here while we are working things out? Go back up. Okay, so again, we have Quebec. We have Caledon. Where's that? Whoever's from Caledon, where are you from? Like, where's that in the world? We have Waconia, Minnesota. Mounds View checking in. Woo! Yeah, go USA. Limoges, Ontario. Oh no, we have a penalty. It looks like Ellen got the penalty. Let's see. And then we have Atkins, Minnesota. Maple Grove, Minnesota. Double overtime until the goal is scored, so no running time. Yep, that is true. All right, so the teams are trying to figure out what to do because U.S. now is going to be playing 3-4. So that's going to be a struggle, obviously. You know? I feel like Canada's either going to score here or they're not going to score here, Luke.
So true.
Yeah.
That's why they paid the big bucks.
And the U.S. is either going to hold it here or they're not going to hold it here. All right, it is time. We have Buzicki, Madison, and Taylor taking it for the U.S. And for Canada, we have MJ, Marianne, Patty, and Michelle. All right, Marianne versus Taylor. Canada gets the ball, starts working it around. 22 to 30, 30 to 22, 22 to 20, 39, 39 back to 22. They're working it, trying to get it down in. Oh, wow, good. I think that girl might have been a goalie in a past life. Okay, we got 22 back with the ball, over to 30, 30 back to 22. 20. Oh, and they take a shot. Nice save by Madison. Madison over to Julie. Julie tries to get it out, but isn't able to. Canada gets the ball back. 30 takes a giant shot. Ricochets. Oh my God! I cannot believe that didn't go in. Taylor tries to clear it again, not successful. U.S. needs to get back in. We got 22 who gave it to 39. 39 was going to take a shot there, but didn't. 30 back to 22 to 39 to 22 to 30, who takes a shot. 12 wasn't able to tip it in, but she collects it behind the net. Over to 39. Takes another big shot. These girls can rip it. We got 22, just got it back to 39. U.S. just has to. Oh my God! This is incredible. This is like watching like. Guys, I wish everyone was here. Sorry. Got 22 with the ball. Over to 39. Just takes a shot high into the net. We got stop time, folks. We got 22 seconds left. I feel like the time should be stopped here.
Yeah. It's running stop.
It's running time no matter what?
For sure.
All right, well, we got running time. All right. Oh, someone's watching from Toronto. Hey, Toronto. Did I say it with the accent right? Toronto. Yeah? Did I get it?
Yeah.
No? Okay. No, with the accent, Luke. Okay. You're saying you are pronouncing it right. Okay. Taylor to Madison. We got Canada gets the ball.
It was running.
Clear it back to Amelie. That was a great kill by the U.S. I'm sorry if that sounds biased, but it was. Canada to 18. 18 back to the U.S. cuts in. Ooh, they take a shot. Just miss. Oh, man. 18 gets the ball. And Ellen is pressuring her hard, which is very typical Ellen, and we love to see it. Ellen gets the ball. Control of the ball. The U.S. now has it. Over to Stetch. Stetch back to Ellen. Oh, Madison was calling for that. Ellen down low to Taylor. Taylor back to Ellen. Ellen looking for it. Nope. And gets it to Amy. Amy back to Ellen. Ellen to Taylor, who takes a great shot at Madison's almost there for it. Oh, all right. Ellen has the ball. Over to Stetch. Amy has that shot. Oh! All right, we got Amy with the ball over to Ellen. Ellen walks it in a little bit, but then gets it back to Amy. Amy to Ellen. Ellen to Amy. I feel like this is deja vu. And Amy takes a shot. Madison's right there, but smartly gets it back out to Ellen. Ellen, great pass to Amy, but Amy shoots high. And it's a dead ball. They're going to lose the zone. Yeah. Oh, Saskatchewan, Canada. Woo woo. Loving seeing where everyone is from. All right. U.S. gets the ball. We got, oh gosh. Amy does love the boards. All right, Canada gets it. 5-22, carries it over. 22 is taking a shot. Amy, though. This game is going to go on forever. Amy over to Sheila. Sheila has it. Passes it back to Amy. They're going to look for a safe way out of the zone. 5 giving her some pressure, though. They are not going to let them sit back there. Nice kick over to Sheila. Sheila has the ball. Passes it back to Amy. Passes it over to Ellen. Ellen passes it back to Amy. Looks like they were a little confused there. Ellen over to Sheila. Oh, that seemed offsides. All right, cool. I'm glad that I saw that. Woo woo! We got a Montreal friend. Oh, this must be Michelle's mom or sister or friend or relative, Amelie from Montreal. All right, we got Marianne versus Myers. Oh, 12 takes a shot and it's wide. Oh my God, wow. Huge missed opportunity by Canada there. Ellen gets the ball. She just clears the zone. She passes it over to Amy. Thought that was gonna be a breakaway. Amy gets it back to Ellen. Ellen over to Julie. Julie back to Ellen. Ellen to Amy. Amy to Ellen. I wanna see one of Ellen's slap shots. Oh, jeez. All right, and Canada knocks it out. U.S. is going to recover. We have a full line change for Canada. Full line change for Canada. Let's... And Ellen's getting off the ice. So Amy passes it to Julie. I think Canada's... Oh, never mind. Sorry. U.S. had to tag back up. We got Myers, brings it over. Madison is free to run through. Myers is so tall, she was able to beat Canada. Myers, though, gets, it looks like she got tripped, but I guess not. Julie over to Myers. Myers back to Julie. Julie to Taylor. Taylor into Madison. Great pass. But Madison had something on her. We have Julie to Amy. Amy to Julie. A little bobble there. Amy down low to Madison. Oh, to Taylor. So close. All right, we got a flip, but no dice for Canada there. Amy gets the ball back and is fighting on the boards with 3. Oh gosh, and she hits Julie with a pass. Unfortunately, it was the wrong side of her stick for her to be able to be dangerous there. They get it down low. And we got 2 sub changes for the U.S. and a couple for Canada while the other players are figuring out what to do with the ball. Amy over to Ellen. Ellen rested. Now passes it back to Amy. Amy to Ellen. Ellen to Amy. Amy winds up. Up, but psych. Passes it over to Sheila. Sheila back to Amy. Amy takes a shot into the player who looks a little like that hurt. That might have been into her womb. Oh boy. Sorry. That was an opportunity there, but unfortunately Canada wasn't able to monopolize on that. We got Amy now with the ball. Sheila working her way low for a pass there. Ellen now has the ball, gets it down to low to Sheila. If they can get it into Madison. Amy is trying to communicate something to Ellen. I think they are using telepathy, and it doesn't seem to be working. We got a shot from like half ice. Oh, and now Madison is working her way in. She gets her stick on the ball, but then gets kneed in the head. 18 and 5 working her on the boards. 4 gets the ball. Madison's, though, not giving up. We got Ellen go down on the boards. This is getting really a little dicey there. Sheila with a great back check there on 5. Ellen's there to recover the ball. They keep the zone. Oh, but Canada gets it. Amy is there. We'll see. Oh, gosh. That might... I hope that wasn't a chance. Ooh! Oh, my goodness. Sorry, guys. When I get excited, this is just how it is. We have 4 with the ball. When I say excited, I mean excited about good broom ball. Oh, so we got an answer to our question. Amelie is the sister of Michelle and Lynn. Very fun. Okay, we got 3 over to 22. 22 to 4. 4. Oh, looked like she was going to take a shot there. Back to 22. I love the fake outs. Oh, another fake. They love their fakes. 22 over to 4. We got one creeping in the back there. I don't know what number that is, though. Oh, my God, and Canada wins with an double OT goal. Well done, Canada. That was number 2? No? What number was that? 3? Number 3 gets the goal. Heloise. Well done, Canada. Congratulations on that win. The series for the women is now 1-1. All right, and just to wrap up, we have some friends from Falmouth, Nova Scotia. My family's from there. Distant relatives. And then... Oh, Amelie, you're going to be on the ice with them. I'm so sad you couldn't come. We got someone from, thank you. We have someone from Richfield. Yes, the girls from Canada truly are queens of OT. That was very well done. All right. Am I off? Cool. Well, I hope everyone has a great day. Just remember to check out mnbroomball.com, and we'll see you all. Oh, that's right. We're not done tonight. Stick around and watch the mixed teams battle off. This game for the last one went to OT, with Canada being victorious. So the U.S. is going to be looking for a win here. Hopefully, we get a little excitement, and get it to be a 1-1 round. Now we're at, actually, the men's and women's are 1-1. So this is a really fun super series so far. Very equal teams all around.
All right, we are on here. We are about 1 minute away from starting the third game of the night. This is our mixed game. Series is currently led by Canada, who won this morning in overtime. Nice far side goal by Canadian Alex Perrault to give the Canadian mixed team a 1-0 advantage. Pretty back and forth game overall. But here we go, we're 30 seconds away, not too much time left on the clock. This will be our third game of the night. So far with the USA men bring their series even. They are 1-1 there with the USA victory earlier tonight at 8:15. The USA women lost in a double overtime, lost to the Canadian women, and that series is currently tied 1-1 as well. So the USA mixed team here hoping that they can bring it to 1-1, knot this thing up at the end of day one. So looks like we have Rodney as our ref. Is that Rodney? No, maybe it is not. So not sure who these refs are. I know the female ref was the ref in the women's game. All right, both teams send their starting lineups out. Looks like we have Jen Revels, Shelby Parisian, Matt Stein, Johnny Sin, and Grace, rounding out the USA lineup. Ball is back, Canada controls. Sends it out. Johnny Sin says no. Shelby Parisian with a nice play to keep it in. Passed across. Darian Demers tries to get it out and cannot maintain. USA maintains possession here. Grace takes it in deep. And we have a nice play out by Johnny Sin. Canada will easily control that. Both teams will look to get a switch here. And that is Canada up to Sanford. Sanford possessing, back to Pure Boaton. Bassan working it up the boards. Bassan, nice little bit of stick handling there. He's 3-on-1, and he somehow manages to get it out. And we are up the boards and out to Chloe Perrault. And USA gains possession back again. Hannah Dunn possesses. Not leaving Hannah Dunn any options here. Jake Stein rolls away. Sherratt comes back to receive the ball. And we are out here. USA advances. Kyle Vickery getting the ball. He is pressured by Messier. Nice shot and cut. Vickery gets it back again. And Canada comes away with it. Messier with the ball. Messier looking to go long. Thinks better of it. He's got Solar on his left, and he does go there. This is speedy Solar over here on the left side. This guy likes to run. Look out. And cannot Tebow gets it up the boards. Tebowed out, and we have Charlie Mitchell on the run here. He's got Sam Turfer with him, cannot complete the pass. And Canada comes out with it up the boards. And Barb Dubs possessing. I keep butchering her last name, so she will from here on out be known as Barb Dubs. Canada possesses, looks off Barb, takes the shot instead. And we have Jewel behind the goal here. Jewel working it in. Nice shot by Jewel. Beautiful save there by Lynn Whalen, the USA goalie. Sam Turfa comes out with it. That is Turfa to Charlie Mitchell. And that is Gracie Sir providing good pressure on him. Charlie Mitchell. Gracie Sir blocks it. Tebow says yes to the shot and hits the net. Normally in USA broomball rules, the net is still in, but here, as we play mostly IFBA Canadian rules, that puts the team out of the zone and it is a whistle. So we are going to have a face-off here in the zone for Team Canada, just outside of the blue. Alex Perrault in the face-off, flipped in. Bassan possesses, Bassan goes backwards, and Canada gets out, and they are up the boards. That is Ashley Harvey, who just worked Shelby Parisian on the boards there. Nice little run-in by her. She passes it off. We have Bassan with it. Fake shot, and that is Alex Perrault. Alex Perrault does one of two things. He either shoots or he fake shoots. Fake shoots and then shoots. Alex Perrault with the ball again. Back to Perrault. Moves it up high. Perrault across. That is Demers on the shot. Nice block by Parisian there. Demers back up to Perrault. Perrault across to Bassan. He's thinking about shooting it. And he does. And that is blocked in front by Shelby Parisian. Great defensive shift here for Shelby Parisian. And we have Matt Stein working behind the boards and finds Jen Revels. Jen Revels nicely gathers it in, possesses it, and goes back to Parisian behind the goal. Canada's Ashley Harvey into press with Demers. Nice out there. And here we go. We are off here. Team USA. This is Johnny Sin. Johnny Sin looking for Charlie Mitchell. Cannot find him. Alex Perrault here. Tries to carry it out. Oh, and he blows a tire. Slips there. Great pressure there by Jen Revels. Nice save by the Canadian goalie. Bolvin with a big save there. We're a lot of back and forth here. Hugh Trin. Back to Hannah Dunn. And she finds Jake Stein. And Jake Stein in for the shot. That is blocked by Canadian player Camille Beauchemin. Canada playing a mixed pressure defensive system here on Team USA. Oh, nice pass out front. Hugh Trin could not find anyone to put that away. Jake Stein on the ball. Jake Stein finds Vickery. Vickery possessing, and Vickery in! And that is a great option there. Nice one-timer by Hugh Trin. Great save by Canadian goalie Christina Bolvin. And we will have a face-off here in the Team Canada zone. USA really working hard for a goal here. Wanting to bring this series back up to 1-1 after taking a loss earlier today. And we have Charlie Mitchell in the face-off circle here for USA. Oh, nice shot there. Sneaky shot there, and the ball is bouncing around. Got a lot of bodies in there, and the USA cannot put that away. Canada gathers it in. Nice patience play there by Chloe Peralt under pressure, goes backwards. And now it's on Gearing's stick. Gearing with the big shot pass. That's across. This is Andy Thone, and we have Norman running on, and we get that back out of the zone there. All right, and here we have Gracie Sir playing it back to Gearing. Gearing will walk it up, and Gearing with the flip. Thone possesses, and Thone puts it out. Norman working on the boards. Shot coming, nice block, and that is Melissa Elke with a great defensive play there. Saying no to Canada's Martin Bassan with the shot. Martin Bassan possesses. And that's Bassan to Norman. Norman finds Sanford in the middle, who cannot do anything with the ball, just slightly above his head. And here we go. USA is out, and this is Charlie Mitchell on the run. Canada comes across, cannot stop him. And we have Thibault in. Here we go, and that is Thibault with the shot. Blocked there by Gracie Sir. Gracie Sir, one of the smaller people on the ice. Great shot blocker, though. And Shelby Parisian gets the tip, gets the rebound. Another great save by Canada's goalie, Christina Bolvin. And Sam loses the ball. Gracie Sir possesses it. Heck of a game for her so far. Team Canada advancing it out. Big flip by Canada. Bassan up to a running Matthew Solar. This guy's all speed. Solar possessing. Solar bringing it up high. Solar shot low. We have Jewel possessing here behind the net. Looking for Solar, finds him. Just carries outside to the boards. He's got Messier behind him. Another block shot by the USA. Matt Stein sends it up. Ball goes across to Jen Revels. Jen Revels into the zone. Jen Revels finding Grace. Grace, nice defensive play by Canada there. Grace comes back, saves his team from a 2-on-1 there. Gage Grace working hard on the boards. Grace gets the better of him. Might have been a little stick grabbing over there. Shelby Parisian in. Great pressure by Shelby to hold the ball in the zone for Team USA. We have Vickery here with the ball. Sends it in deep. Vickery cannot make the pass. Falls to Demers. Demers will look to get it out for Team Canada. Demers, nice little 1-on-3 there. Canada possessing deep in their zone. This is Alex Peralt. Alex Peralt, a nice running play. And that is Pierre Messier. Messier finding Peralt up top. Peralt looks to take the shot, does not. Ball bouncing around, Hannah Dunn controls it, safely carries it behind the goal. And this is Jake Stein. Jake Stein finds Trin up near the boards, and Trin puts it out across here to Gracie Sir. Gracie Sir flips it out, and nice out there by Hannah Dunn, and she goes for a switch. Coming down the side, we have Norman. Norman finds Gracie Sir, who then finds Gearing. Gearing possessing it up high, takes the shot, and that is blocked by Turfa. Gearing wants to fire. Can't say no to a shot here, high up at the point. USA advancing with speed. Nice out, Turfa. Turfa looking to carry it into deep, works Gracie Sir on the boards. Not a whole lot happening in front for USA here on that play. Turfa wants it, finds it. Almost bounced off Elke and went in the goal there. Canada gets out. Could have been offsides. Canada possessing. Back to Pierre Botin, who just sends it in deep. Andy Thone battling there, little stick grabbing. A lot going on down there on the ice. And that's Turfa. Turfa looking to find Thibault, cannot. Canada retains possession. USA should really step in pressure here as 2 Canadian players just went off the ice. Nice wrister across, nobody there. Turfa just looks to get it out. USA's advancing in the zone. This is Charlie Mitchell providing pressure here to Canada's Martin Basson, who does a nice spin move to get out of it. Basson finds Gracie Sir. Jen Revels up. Charlie Mitchell with the ball. Just looking to make something happen for Team USA here. Oh, nice out there, split, but no. Charlie Mitchell says no, and the ball falls to Barb Dubs here, who's working on the boards. That's Grace to Parisian. Parisian's gonna try to go out here. See if Stein can catch up with this ball. No. Great effort there by Matt Stein to try to catch that. And we will have a face-off down here in USA's zone. All right, we're ready to go here. I'd like to give a shout out to the Jack McGowan family and friends watching here. He says he has possibly some nieces and nephews watching from home. Oh, and we're back with the face-off. Canada's possessing it here high. This is Pierre Messier. Messier to Damaris. Damaris with a shot, and that is blocked. Nice defensive play there. Messier gets the ball back. Another shot, another block. A lot of effort to try to shoot through these USA defenders here by Team Canada. Ben Sherratt. And it is out of the zone with Pierre Messier giving chase. Canada has to recover back across over that red line. And here comes Canada again. And no. Gage Grace finds Matt Stein. Stein's going to try to work it up the boards here. Good patience by Stein. We are back to Hannah Dunn. Hannah Dunn there working against Ashley Harvey. Back to Grace. He finds Ben Sherratt, and Ben, nice little play out there. Good patience on that breakout by Team USA. This is Jake Stein with the ball. Jake Stein works Sanford there for the shot. Possible chance, and nobody there to get that second rebound. Nice play by Hugh to keep that alive, bouncing around in the box. And Canada flips up and out here to Ashley Harvey. Ashley Harvey, oh, could have been a penalty there. That is a no call. Ashley Harvey down deep, working against Vickery. Sherratt finds Stein. Stein is working it up the ice. Stein, he has Vickery, he has Hugh, and there it is. He finds Thibault. Thibault up high. Thibault back in deep there to Charlie Mitchell. Mitchell possessing. Mitchell hoping to hit Turfa coming across, could not. And now we have Basson with the ball. Basson working up the boards and just opts to flip that out, which will be an easy gather for Zach Thibault here. Thibault finds Turfa. Oh, nice move by Turfa there. Canada slowing it down behind its goal. This game's been really back and forth. Oh, Andy Thone holds it in nicely, finds Charlie Mitchell. And now we got a nice little 3-on-2 here. Oh, great play there. That's a nice one-timer shot by Melissa Elke. Here you go, Tebow. Tebow up in the front, working against Matthew Solar. Wow, Solar is so speedy. And that's Barb Dubs, works it back in to Julie Pure Botten. She will possess, send it to the boards. It's up here, Messier collects it at top. Messier with Pure Botten right behind him. Opts to go in for Solar, who takes the shot. That is blocked by Tebow. Andy Thone on the ball. All right, and USA is going to break out. We got Charlie Mitchell and Sam Turfa breaking up. Pass across, broken up by Canada. Pierre Messier advancing it up the ice. He passes it off to Barb Dubs. She's going to carry it in. She is also speedy. She's working against Andy Thone. Andy Thone comes away with it. Sends it up to Jen Revels. USA women taking over here on the breakout. Gracie Sir possessing, goes backwards. Grace is there. Now we have Ashley Harvey on the ball. Ashley Harvey cannot maintain possession. Grace gets it back, but cannot complete that pass across the top. And that is it for us here in the first half. We are tied at 0. USA with 6 shots on goal. Team Canada with 2 shots on goal. We have about a 2-minute halftime here. Give a couple of shout outs here to some fans that are watching from home. Head coach of the mixed team, Grant Dawson, has family watching today from Sweden, Switzerland, and Kenya. Grant Dawson also in charge of orchestrating this entire Super Series event, and he is now coaching the mixed team. But so far, from all people present, players, potentially maybe not the USA women's team after that last loss, they're a little sad about that. But all teams so far call this a pretty well-run tournament. Officiating has been mostly good. And I think we can always kind of say that. Thank you to our officials for coming. But is always hard on teams when the calls do not go your way. So again, thank you to Grant Dawson, and a special hello to his family watching in Sweden, Switzerland, and Kenya. We'll also give a quick shout out to Andy Thone's family watching, Jackie and Jeff, and Lynn Whalen, who actually one of the players here hailing from Duluth, Minnesota, has some friends watching as well. Anybody else watching from home, if you're cheering somebody on, let us know. We can give you a shout out. Looks like USA is ready here. We got about 20 seconds left in the halftime. And they have decided who to send. The USA is bringing Jack McGowan, Jake Stein, Hugh Trin, Ben Sherratt, and Hannah Dunn to start. They have Lynn Whalen in behind them. And Team Canada also ready to go here. Still knotted at 0-0. USA looking to bring this series level at 1-1. Both of the other series also currently tied at 1-1. Jake Stein here working in the face-off with Alex Peralt. Peralt wins the face-off, goes back to Julie Pure Botten. Nice out there. Barb Dubs possessing here. Over on the near boards, working against Hannah Dunn. Hannah Dunn goes down. Barb W still in there possessing. Oh, a little bit of checking action in there. Last game, something tells me that would have been called. Here we go, working it in deep. This is Julie Pierre-Botten. And Lynn Whalen with the nice freeze. A little bit of early pressure here from Canada. Oh, it said, hello, Charlie Mitchell's mom watching from Scottsdale, Arizona. Excited to cheer on Team USA. Face off here is my friend Speedy Solar. Does not win the face off. I was a little surprised there. He's so fast, you know. I thought maybe that would translate into some face-off victories as well across the board. Canada go back here. This is Pierre Messier playing it back to the goalie. Haven't seen a whole lot of back play to the goalie from Canada here, but Christina Bolvin plays it off nicely. Canada looking to get out, and Sam Turfa says no. This is Charlie Mitchell on the ball. Oh, wow, risky pass there. Andy Thone cannot pick that up. That is picked off by Canada, and Canada is in here. And there he is again. Solar just looking to make something happen here. Solar pushes it out. Sir sends it back in deep. Chloe Peralt working in behind the goal. Great set of hands on Chloe Peralt here. And Peralt goes back behind the net. Andy Thone in. Andy Thone being played hard on the boards by Dahl Jewell. This is up to Melissa Elke. Melissa Elke smartly just puts it in the zone. Goes for a change. And the ball is up to Ashley Harvey. Ashley Harvey quickly advances it into the zone, falls down. Surface must be slippery. A lot of falling down, seems like, in both the last couple of games. Canada's Justin Gearing, instead of passing it, kicks it in. Gearing gets the ball back. Gearing working up high with Pierre-Botten. Spin shot, and that is in the net, and we are out of the zone. When you're defending and the other team hits it into the net, it's always a nice little sense of relief as the ball goes all the way back down the ice and they do that breakout work for you. The Tebow family joining us from Asia. Man, we have fans all over the world here. Ball flipped in, nice play by Hannah Dunn. Smart play here. We have Johnny Sin possessing it, looking to work in the middle. Can he find Revels? He cannot. DeMars comes away with it. Safely plays it back. And that's Peralt. Peralt plays up to Barb W. Cannot keep it in the zone. Martin Bassan, nice little spin move, and he advances into the zone. Zach Tebow with the ball. Tebow sends it up hard to the boards. And this is Gage Grace advancing it into the zone. Nice little backwards pass to Johnny Sin. Great creative play, nice play, and the ball is bouncing around in front of the net and cleared away by Martin Bassan. Alex Peralt with the ball. Alex Peralt sends it up. Sherratt, Parisian. Nice play in by Parisian. Just misses Jake Stein on that. Parisian will collect again. Try again. Nice play there. This is Hugh Trin with the ball. Hugh Trin maintains possession. Nice pass across. This is Jack McGowan working in deep with Pierre Messier. McGowan looking to get the ball back. Easy pass inside to Matthew Solar, and he's going to run. Jake Stein better get on his horse here. And Jake Stein comes away with it. 2 speedy guys running after it. Great effort there by Matt Solar. Oh, missed the outplay. Bad turnover. Solar with the ball. Lynn Whalen makes a great save for USA. And we have a whistle here. Looks like the net may have gotten knocked off there, although no adjustment needed apparently. So we are going to have a face-off in the zone here. I'm wondering if at some point we can get the USA Uncle Sam blow-up animal on the camera just to let everybody know at home all the fun entertainment they're missing. Face-off. And Canada's here possessing. That's Dull and Jewel. Strip there. Nice defensive play by Melissa Elke. Finds Andy Thone back. And we have Thone to Matt Stein. Matt Stein looking to advance it out. He has it. Elke far. Is he going to find her? Oh, yep, don't touch it, Elke. That's a hand pass. Nice, smart play by Elke there, and Charlie Mitchell going in, and Sam Turfa hits the post. Ball is still live, though. USA, probably their best chance of the tournament right there. I say that knowing that they scored a goal in the last game, but great opportunity for USA. Ball knocked deep out of the zone. Matt Stein will easily gather that. He sends it across to Andy Thone. Andy Thone signs Turfa. Nice out there by USA. Turfa in. Turfer working against Pierre Botten. Gets the shot off. Great save by Canada's Christina Boyvin. Gosh, 12 minutes to go, and we are still tied at 0 in this one. USA now has 9 shots on goal to 4 for Canada. We have Johnny Sin in the face-off circle here against Alex Peralt. And Johnny Sin comes away with that. He's working deep with Pierre Botten. Pierre Botten does a lot to hold him off there. Nice play by her. Back to Pierre Botten. Botten has Barb up the boards. Does not go there. Instead goes back to Alex Peralt. And that's Peralt. Pass Peralt with the ball. Oh, missed pass there. USA, here comes USA. This is Johnny Sin, just misses wide. Barb W from Canada goes back in to possess, and she passes it off to Bassan. Bassan works it up to Peralt. Peralt working on Hannah Dunn here, and Johnny Sin, ball easily gathered in the back by Zach Thibault. Thibault looking up the ice as his team makes a quick change. Thibault sends it in hard at his team and out of bounds. Thibault. I don't know. I think he was questioning a coaching decision that came real close to Coach Grant over there. And he goes off the ice, knowing Thibault probably he's going to apologize first thing as he gets off the ice. All right. Face off here in USA zone. This is Matthew Solar steps up here, but we have a shoe tying timeout on the ice apparently. All right, here we go. Won by Solar. Ball back to Pierre Messier. Messier finds Chloe Peralt. Another shot into the USA defense. Pierre Messier, nice little hand pass to himself. Jack McGowan defends him. Got Matthew Solar in behind the goal. He's got Peralt out front, cannot find her. Or Matthew Normand, who also gives chase. Normand with the ball here. Normand goes deep to Solar. Solar possessing. Solar goes back up high to Pierre Messier. Messier back to Solar. Solar gets it through one, but cannot get it through two USA shot blockers. Solar diving for that, cannot come away with it. And we have a shot here by Camille Beauchemin. Hugh Trin comes away with it. Oh, could not find Jack McGowan running far side. Pierre Messier possessing in deep. Looking to get his team set up. And a line change. This is Gracie Sir on the ball with Hugh Trin pressuring her. Finds Ashley Harvey. Hugh Trin comes away with the ball. Trin tries to send it back to Matt Stein. Now we have Jake Stein possessing. Brother to brother here, back up to Stein. Goes in, he finds McGowan. McGowan walks away from the goal, finding Jake Stein across, and Jake Stein's gonna go in for a shot. A little bit off the mark there. Jack McGowan looking to make something happen here. A lot of energy by McGowan. And Canada is out. Wow, we have a lot of speed by Team Canada there. Dolan Jewell comes in fast and hard on Lynn Whalen, and she says, nope, not today. Nice save by USA goalie Lynn Whalen. All right, a little bit harder pressure by Team Canada here. Actually, I keep saying Team Canada. I probably should just keep saying Canada. I'm sure a lot of Canadians are like, that means something different, but I am just a USA broomballer and don't know all the Canadian broomball details, so my apologies, Canada. All right, Canada possessing high here. Fires a shot in there, and that is Justin Gearing, firing it from real close to the red line there. This mix, the men on this mix team do love to shoot. We have a lot of shots coming in. Alex Peralt, face off. Thone sends it back into Thibault. Thibault assessing behind the goal and says, yes, I can find Turfa. And we have Sam Turfa in on a breakaway here. Canada goalie Christina Bovin comes out and says, no. I'm really not 100% sure what they called there, but I'm gonna say probably offsides there. Maybe Turfa just got over that line a little bit before that floating ball did, but nonetheless, great play by USA. Canada's Alex Peralt in the face-off circle again. He is battling with Jake Stein here, and Jake Stein sends it out. This is Julie Purebatten, plays it back safely to Alex Peralt. Alex Peralt, bad turnover by Peralt, and Turfa cannot finish it, and neither can Charlie Mitchell. And Alex Peralt hand passes it into his own goalie for a freeze. Canada's goalie Christina Boivin is on top of the ball. USA fans not happy about that play. Lot of noise here in the crowd. Another great chance for USA. All right, Johnny Sin in the face-off circle. Ball goes back to Ben Sherratt, who takes a shot. Saved by Boivin. Canada's Chloe Peralt possesses. Couple of Canadians working here. Hannah Dunn with the ball. Just sends it back in deep. That is Gage Grace tries to send it out front. Cannot. A little bit of a battle behind the net. USA getting just a little bit more energy here. Bassan. There we go. Bassan working it in behind against Gage Grace. Canada attempting to send it out. Johnny Sin. Oh, nice play. That was, here we go, we have Hannah Dunn. Shot into the net by Canada's Matthew Solar. Canada, a lot of shots into the net here today, making this breakout easy for USA as the ball is now back down in the zone just outside of the blue for a face-off. Here we go, Jake Stein in the face-off circle, working against Matthew Normand. Matt Stein gets picked there. Justin Sanford takes it the other way. Sanford with Dahl Julin in front of the net. And this is Jack McGowan getting it, coming out. Nice defensive play by Dahl Julin there, getting back. Hugh Trin looking to possess and get it out, and McGowan does clear it out. And here we go. We have Jake Stein running in. McGowan wants the ball. He's ready for the one-timer. Oh, McGowan in deep. McGowan back behind the net to Hugh Trin. This is Jake Stein with the ball, and the shot hits his teammate McGowan in the head coming across. Dahl Julin works it, finds Ashley Harvey up the boards. Parisian, nice forecheck there, and Jake Stein taking it the other way. A lot of Canadian bodies in. Jake Stein with another shot, nice block there. Justin Gearing looking to work it up the boards and get it out, and he does nice play there. He finds Ashley Harvey, Johnny Sin, or actually rather Matt Stein, taking the ball away. Justin Gearing working it in, taking a shot. Absolutely nobody in that region there. Possibly looking for a line shift. Both teams looking a little tired here late in the second period. We've got just about 5-10 left to play. Tebow working behind the goal. And Tebow, another shot into his bench. I think Grant's going to go home and wonder what he did in this game to get 2 shots by Tebow, who's probably not a whole lot of people are going to argue is probably one of the nicest people in broomball. So they're going to have to talk about that later in the locker room. Charlie Mitchell into the face-off circle with Alex Peralt. Charlie Mitchell wins it. Tebow looking to make something happen. A little bit of a chip pass there. Pierre Botten sends it back into the zone, and Tebow will try again. Oh, everybody on the USA team is so far away from Tebow here, not leaving him with really any options except for to send it deep. Now we have a couple players come back to help. Tebow sends it in to Andy Thone, gets a touch on it. We have Sam Turfa going in hard against Pierre Botten, who sends it behind the net, and Alex Peralt will collect it for Canada. Oh, turnover there. Ball hung up here in Barb W's feet. Charlie Mitchell coming away with it. Bassan on the ball. Bassan looking, short steps it over the line. And USA's Charlie Mitchell. Ben Sherratt with the ball. Sherratt looking to find Sam Turfa and does. Turfa working on 2 ladies over here on the left side. Martin Bassan working against Johnny Sin. Johnny Sin working hard back there. Barb Dubs possesses, carries back behind the goal. And she will go off for a change. Team Canada a little bit more methodical here right now on this breakout than the USA. Looking to make a few more short passes. And just as I say that, they send it all the way down the ice. But since it's on frame, it will not be icing. Canada crashing hard. A lot of pressure by Canada here. In deep, Hannah Dunn with the ball. Grace flips it up. USA cannot gather it. Nice little work in there. Camille Beauchemin, 2. Here comes a shot. Nice play by Hannah Dunn. Johnny Sin looking to get it out. Dribbles into pressure, cannot clear it. And now Johnny Sin does clear it out. And he is on frame. He's got Jen Revels going far side. There we go. He opts for Matt Stein. Nice fake shot. My move, my Stein. Johnny Sin with the ball. Oh. Something tells me Johnny Sin might want that one back. Didn't get as much on that. Kind of dribbled into the goalie. It was almost like a change-up, though. There's a chance that had that not gone right to her feet, somehow it might have snuck in. But nice save by Canada's Christina Boivin. There we are now under 2 minutes to play, still tied at 0-0. Will this be our third game of the day to go to OT? Trin pressuring. Looks like USA is falling back as Canada looks, and Parisian almost picked that one off and could not. Matthew Solar makes a nice pass across, and the net was off, but they count it. That's a great play across by Matthew Solar. Looks like Matthew Solar sends the ball across ice, and the ball comes back across and nicely finished, I think, by Chloe Peralt. Chloe Peralt, real good player for Canada, great hands, and looks like a really nice finish there. But I will say long before, and when I say long, I mean at least a full second, that net was knocked off. So I think they're talking about it now, but the net was very clearly off the ice by at least about a foot when that ball crossed over the line. I don't think that USA is going to get too far here in them calling this goal off. If we were playing USA broomball rules, that would be called no goal as the net was off. Something tells me here, though, that they're going to let this goal stand. It is 1-0 Canada. Looks like Canada is in a conversation with the official. All right, USA is going to take a timeout here. We have 1:36 left to play. We can expect USA to pull their goalie here, try to get that tying goal, and possibly send this into overtime. USA making a plan to send out their sixth person. Likely will come out here with a goalie to start, and then hopefully get possession and pull goalie Lynn Whalen. Well, if Canada can hold on to this, they will go up in this series 2-0. USA out shooting Canada currently 13 shots on goal to 7 for Canada. Special thank you to all of our Canadian Super Series friends for making the trip to the United States this year. We're here in Minnesota. We really do love our Canadian friends at all times, pretty much except for when we are playing broomball on the ice. But Thank you, Canada, for coming. The USA chant has now started. The ball will drop. We will have 1:36 left for USA to tie this at 1. Face-off won by Canada. This is Martin Bassan. Flips it out over Hannah. And now we have Ashley Harvey running on. Ashley Harvey with the ball. Hannah Dunn quickly gets back, quickly retreats. A lot of pressure here. We got 3 USA people in on the board, so trying to win the ball, and USA Zach Tebow does come away with it. Zach Tebow with the ball. And there, goalie Lynn Whalen is now off. Hugh Trin possessing in deep, and lots of pressure by Martin Bassan on her. USA will send another one, and Bassan will come away with the ball. Go. Johnny Sin working in the corner. Johnny Sin cannot come away with. Canada flips it out, and it is back deep. And that will go all the way for icing. No, they call that off. Ball's out. Tebow has it. Hannah Dunn cannot hold it in. Ball is back in Jake Stein's hands, who opts to flip it forward. Canada's Martin Bassan plays it to Julie Pierbotton, who cannot get it out. Pierbotton fighting on the boards with Jake Stein. Pierbotton, oh, she is tough. This is Julie Pierbotton fighting on the boards. Ball's bouncing around. A lot happening here. Shot that is blocked. Martin Bassan possesses, and that will close out the game. Canada walks away with a 1-0 victory and brings the series up to 2-0. So currently 1-1 tied up in men's, 1-1 tied up in women's, and the Canada mixed team has taken a commanding 2-0 lead here on day 1.